Yo, 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 yo. What's good with it? It's the homie Mac. Shout out to the good folks at Crooks and Castles. My plug over there. I know y'all like the mask. Shout out to Crooks and Castles. Can't stop the crooks. But yeah, this is a session of Mac Minutes. I got a lot on my heart, a lot on my mind, a lot of things I want to say. Um, yeah, um, black murder, black death is a state sanctioned ritual right now. Um, I mean, we're living in a time. I mean, it's been going on. I'm a Detroiter. Uh, I remember seeing a mural of Malice Green, who was murdered by the Detroit Police Department. I want to say maybe this was like early '90s. I remember seeing that, and it's like it's ritualistic. It keeps happening, and it's like it's murder, it's homicide, and it seems like it's always justified if you have a badge. I understand being a police officer is that's not a job I would want, and I know that there's a lot of stress that comes with that. There are a lot of demands, but at the end of the day, you signed up for it. You signed up for it. That is what you chose to do. And my thing is, I feel like there are ways to neutralize people without killing them. You know what I'm saying? I understand, we're a big black guy or just violent people in general. You get scared, I'm not saying that black men are inherently violent. I don't believe that, but I'm just saying if they feel like we are violent or feel like we're some type of threat, and they're always afraid, they need to get into a new job, a new job. they need to switch careers, But real quick, a lot has been going on. People are saying, why are you guys rioting? Why are you looting? First of all, we don't own shit. So none of that stuff is our property. You know what I'm saying? And I understand people are like, you Negroes got to get it. All the educated black people, you Negroes got to get it together. We have to be organized and structured, and we can't just react off emotion. Yeah, I get it. But it's like a lot of times, even if it is not organized, even if it is not even coherent, like force, people respond to force. And from what I understand, what life has taught me, from what I've consistently seen, and I've lived in over 13 states, what I have consistently seen is that ultimately people respect the loss of life and the loss of finances. So it just seems like you have to be aggressive. What they say, I think it was JFK said, when people make peaceful protest impossible, they make violent revolution possible. Something to that effect. I know I might have butchered that up a little bit, but yeah. People, I hear a lot of people saying, well, why are they rioting? Didn't they, there's another way to go about this. But understand, in 2015, Jamar Clark died at the hands of Minneapolis PD. There was a protest. It was a peaceful, it wasn't violent. Fast forward to 2016. It was either 2016 or 2017. Philando Castile died at the hands of Minneapolis PD. There was no violent protest. Fast forward to 2020. George Floyd died at the hands of Minneapolis PD. So everything's come to a head. Everybody in Minneapolis is just pretty much like, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't just keep killing us and saying it's justified and trying to tell us to be civil. Y'all aren't being civil with us. You can't negotiate or be civil with white supremacy. I feel like the only thing white supremacy responds to is violence, force, or some type of economic incentive. I think it was Ida B. Wells said, there's what did Ida B. Wells say? Ida B. Wells said she's realized that an appeal to a white man's pocketbook appealing to a white man's pocketbook makes more of an impression than appealing to his conscience. And I agree with that. I really wish we could all hold hands and everybody gets along. But the reality of the situation is how much we got to take, how much more has to happen. And I feel like people need to understand this country was built off of force. It was built off of violence. It was built off of theft. So the seeds of this country started off bad. You know what I'm saying? So Look at the Boston Tea Party. They raised hell. I mean, shoot, look at the Revolutionary War. They raised hell. And the irony is the first person to die on behalf of this country was a black man. Crispus Attucks. Shout out to Crispus Attucks. But I'm not about to browbeat y'all. This is a session of Mac Minutes. I feel like there needs to be better training. There needs to be better training with our police departments. Shout out to the University of Minnesota for I heard they're lessening their ties with the Minneapolis Police Department. They're not giving them as much money to patrol certain events. I think U of M has a lot of money, a lot of resources, so they're probably just going to get like private security or something. But I appreciate University of Minnesota for hitting MPD in their pockets. Again, loss of finances. People respect the loss of finances. So yeah, my thing is, I hope you guys are gleaning something from what I'm saying. Because my brain is everywhere right now. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. I'm hopeful. I'm tired, physically, mentally. We're in the midst of a pandemic cycle, and all you got brothers out here. We worried about microscopic fiber optic germs, bacteria, genetic material, hazardous, and we also dealing with the police. So it's crazy, but it's like it's like Huey said. Police essentially are the standing army of the establishment. Just like how when we went over to Vietnam, or when we went over to different countries, colonizing it and putting our army there, that's what it is in the inner city. These police officers are the standing army of the establishment. They want to maintain the status quo. They're here to protect property, not people, in a capitalistic sense. But yeah, I think we need to get to a point where these police officers, they live in, and maybe there's something going on. People have had some type of policy, and I'm not in tune with it or know about it. But my thing is something, the policy to this effect. I think the police officers need to live in the areas where they patrol, because if they don't live there, they have no invested stake in the community. There's just they're otherized, like they're otherizing the people. Like, I'm just here to maintain order. And I know there's some good cops, and I have seen some cops actually speak up and repudiate what was done to Mr. George Floyd. But those police officers, everybody involved, the guy that had his knee on George Floyd's neck, he's a murderer. He needs to be arrested. And every other police officer that was there with him in concert, they are accessories to murder. So, yeah, I want to first of all, shout out to all the black women holding us down, that have been holding black men down. Shout out to the black women who have just been consistent and have held us down even when we weren't at our best as black men. Shout out to y'all. Black men, stay strong. And we need to get a code, man. There's no code. There's no honor amongst us. Everybody's trying to come up off each other. But yeah, it's your homie Mac. Music, art, culture, knowledge. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel 82 Kings. Should have said this at the beginning. But yeah, this is a session of Mac Minutes. Peace and love to all. We gonna make it. We gonna get through this. Woosah, 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 man. It's a lot going on. I'm out.